guys, that we are going to start our discussion. So technology, it's always a thing that has a lot to discuss, right? Unfortunately, I didn't have time to create the theme this week about the studies, but I think will be a nice discussion because I want to show you guys a book that I bought recently. Oh my God, I think you will. It's the name is the Common Wave in English. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, it's the Common Wave, and it's about how will be the future with AI. So it's good because the writer it's one of the minds behind of the creation of AI. So it's good to see the perspective from someone that is behind all this progress. So if you guys have any recommendations of book for me, please send me on the chat because I really like to read about these things. And so it will be really nice to discuss today. And can you start for us reading the first question, please, Catherine?
Okay, the first question is, how has technology changed the way people see themselves and others? I have to answer to.
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, I think technology, we talk about technology, we thinking about the internet, but technology has different shapes. Like a magazine is a kind of technology. So I think technology always being present in our life, in our modern life. So even before the internet, we can see the media shelf how we can see how we can behave. So yeah, technology has a huge impact in our life, you know. I remember some diets on the magazines, like you have to eat only, I don't know, only meat for 7 days to get thin. So these are kind of impacting our life, you know. And nowadays they have the social media, of course, these achieve more teenagers, I think. So yeah, that's it, guys. I think technology always been present, so always being a huge impact.
You bring such a good point because the first thing that come on our mind when we say the word technology, it's like social media, internet, AI. But you said about magazine, and it's true. Like in magazines, like in the oldest days, and still in nowadays, we have this type of showing what is the perfect way of living a life or a way of being. So in magazines, we had models, the I don't know how to say it, but the capa of magazines was fulfilled by models or luxury cars about the how you have to achieve success. And I remember one of those magazines when I was going to the hospital because I always have some magazines to you read, and it's pretty similar about what we have on social media now, but it's just the way how we spread a good image, it's just change. So maybe can achieve more persons, right? So I think nowadays people have a easy access to compare with other persons. Really nice, Catherine. Thank you for sharing your answer. And how about you, Sydney?
Yes, for me, I think nowadays in this digital world, the people, even against their will, they used to behave differently online. You know, it's a little. They have a different personality. For example, it also will depend on each platform. For example, in LinkedIn, the people used to work in a formal way with their suits, the formal dress and the post things that is very knowledgeable, very so it's so fun that well, some people I already know there, some are they are my friend. They when they post something that I thought they they didn't think about it, maybe they copy it something another thing and post it like to show that a wise guy. So it's just to what can I say, to attend some proposal, to be, for example, go like in Instagram, it's I think a platform that people use to post their photos, their routines. So they also use to post just their happiness moments. So it also, what can I say? I'm not talking that the people are fake, but they used to behave different, and the real life it's not it. It's also for those that believe 100% in the digital world, it can bring them some depression, some negative feelings because they knew their problem, they knew how difficult it is to maintain their some things, their survival. And when they see a lot of people happy, a lot of people traveling, they think, oh, I'm just a failure. The failure is just with me. I thought, and that's to blame themselves, but it's not true.
And also one thing that I noticed, the way how we use Instagram change a lot because in the past we tend to have a really a personal profile just for friends, like you post a photo about the sun, a good image of your environment or just something like that, like a personal blog. But nowadays it's almost 90% of our post it's about us. It's just about us, a selfie about our face or something like that. And unfortunately, it's another thing about social media, at least for me, it's because we have access 100 persons, per day. And I think that when the social media was not so famous or used, you have a close circle made about like 10, 50 persons that you really know, that have good interactions. But nowadays you can know 100 persons just down scrolling your screen, and that doesn't have a strong relationship with them. I feel that we are like the old ladies in a small city that talk about the life of everyone, but it's not about one person anymore. It's like 100 persons that we made gossips about it. So I will pass the time to talk with Aparecida because I talk too much. But what do you think, Aparecida?
No, I agree. I believe the technology has changed drastically the way we see ourselves and the others in the last years. And at this moment, I believe we stay in a moment, in my opinion, uh, hard because, like you said, Lara, we are living the other's life, not our lives. It's a fake, in my opinion, because the social media show the perfect life or the famous and the rich persons, and the other persons, normal persons, what they think these persons and lost their real lives. They want to see the others show what they don't know, what they don't be. They show what the others want to see, only to stay in the feed, like you said, only to the other persons put a like in their social medias. For me, not a life. This is not a life, and we are living in this moment like who the social media, of course, not all the persons, but the most of persons in virtual place, like the reality, but not the reality, not the reality. They create a fantasy in virtual place, but they don't live this. It's only to show one thing you not are, one thing you not have, or sometimes it's fake, in fact, but only to show. And we are losing the contact with the real life, with the persons who stay with us in house, our parents, our uncles, our cousins, the persons, real persons, the friends, real friends. We need, I believe it's a thing we need to pay attention when we have the conscience about this, because we need changes. Of course, we have to stay in the technology, but we need to have more caution with this, because this kind of social media are produced to put our lives there. We stay all the time there because the big companies want this. When we stay there more time, we want buy more. We want stay there more. Of course, it's only about money, but we don't see this. We are like I don't know if I can use this word, but some like experiment, something like this. We can see this, but it's sad when we look for this and understand we are only a piece who this kind of system use, and they don't care if we are with depression, with dependence of this kind of system. It's so hard because they have the power to put in addiction, like alcoholism or something like this. They generate this kind of dependence. It's true, it's real. We have 1,000 persons with this kind of problem nowadays. Not only the exposition, our exposition, or staying in a fake world, but it's real. It's important to see to this time in moment and understand who we need change something. It's a real problem, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, I am beginning in the market labor, and I feel the pressure to use social media to promote my profession in the future. Like we have a famous speech that if you are not on social media, you will be behind of other persons. You have to create a market, whatever is your job, like whatever is your job, you have to create a profile. You have to showing parts of your life, even it's a professional profile. It's good you interact with other persons. So I feel this pressure, and with this I feel that we are more intent to continue using social media, because it's not just about hobby or just to spend free time. It's like you have to use nowadays to access some informations that other person doesn't have. So I feel this, and I was studying for ENEM, and I had been offline on Instagram for almost 2 weeks now. So I'm not seeing anything because I feel the comparison when the time was finishing in ENEM, so was really affecting me. So I stopped to use, and I don't know if I will use again this year. I hope no, but I confess that I spend a lot of time there. So let's move on to the second question, guys. Your answers, it's also good that I want to hear more. And can you read for us the second question, please, Aparecida?
Yes. do you think our online identity is more authentic or more artificial than our real life self? Why? Well, no. I believe more persons create not the authentic personality there. Now it's a identity, a virtual identity. Even in the social medias who are professionals are created, of course. A lot of persons put the real identity there, but most, in my opinion, like Sydney said before, create something and put there to show what the others want to see. It's not, I believe, not helped this kind of thing because we want to show what we don't have in our lives, or what we don't be in fact. It's sad because what we can show to the others what we are, because in general the person want to see a determinate type of interaction or life or profession, or even in general, I don't know, but and why we do this, it's to have likes to the others. Like I said, not a health thing, not well, this, not it's a health thing to do. Imagine we are all the time. I don't have this problem because I have coaching with this, and normally I go to there to not stay all the time out of the technology, because I need to know what's happening. Only because of this, I have social medias in general. I post only in my LinkedIn because of my professional life only. In general, the others, I stay there only to look, because even with persons we know there, I feel we not are connected there. I don't know if you understand me. Not a real connection there. Not a real connection. Not the same thing when we are talking with a friend in WhatsApp. It's totally different. Only with your friend in WhatsApp, it's totally different there. Then for me, it's a social problem. We are living a lie all the time. This kind of situation or happening in our lives say something about our like human persons. We are in a place we put ourselves because of the big companies, because our behaviors, because we are conducts, because they want, like I said, sell, and they don't care if we are destroyed, if we are living with depression or something like this, like I said before. For me, it's not real. Of course, we have a piece there, it's true, but not the most. Not true, and it's a real word, not a real word. It's a creative word to capture our attention. Is this?
And like Sydney already said before, in different platforms we have different interaction. Like LinkedIn, I have this downloaded in my cell phone, and I sometimes I enter and I see the comments, and it seems so superficial because we have the mindset of looking for a networking. Oh, I will connect with other persons to have some benefits about our relationship. So also on LinkedIn we have the section about connections, and we see that it's not a real connection, right? We see the comments on posts. It's just to try to to talk with other person to get something more, right? And one thing that I want to know, oh my God, what I did here in my notebook. Okay, I'm back. And one thing that I'm interested to know about you, Catherine, and also answer the question, please. If is Have you ever see on social media some of your students that you think it's really the person that I teach on my class, or it's a different person? Did you have this type of experience?
No. Because I don't pass my profile for my students and I don't accepted the profile of my students in my account. Because I think it's a little dangerous, it's my private life. And if I have another profile for like a professional profile for just biology, I can accept, but I don't have, so I prefer don't accept. So don't have this contact. But about the question, yeah, I agree with Aparecida and with Sydney too, because he said about everybody seems happy in social media. But I think it's like a photograph album, because in the old days when someone goes in your house, you just, okay, you can see the last summer, let me show you the photos, and you open the album and always have the happy photography. But we transfer this for the internet, and this is happy moments is in the social media and you just see that just a tiny piece of the life and when you see the other profiles you see, oh my goodness, this girl have a life so good and my life is horrible, but it's just a tiny piece, so it's complicated compare yourself. Yeah, that's it.
You made a great choice because when I was in high school, I had a lot of teachers that had social media and accept all the students and also post photos with them, and sometimes had troubles because the parents doesn't like about the photos and something like that. So I understand you, and also I think we have some other. Famous speech is the person that appears saying that it's the more natural as possible on social media, that is trying to show the real life, but I think it's not possible because in the moment that you chose the angle of your photo, the moment that you chose what you will post, it's not natural anymore, in real life we cannot choose the angle, we cannot choose just to show the good moments, and I think that it doesn't work on social media, and it's why we have been so careful in this in that image on social media, so
Yeah,
but
I think no, I just want to say that I think I know some people that said, "Oh, I will post my entire life on social media to show my real life for the people." Like we have some influence that do that, but I think this is so complicated because you turn on in a slave, on social media because you have to record all your life. So it is a little strange, even when you are arguing with someone, even when you are not good to push someone, you have to show for other people. So I think it's not healthy. It's not possible to show all your life on your social media. Yeah, that's it.
And also you said about the albums of photo, like I have many of them in my house, and we see the difference of photos that we should take before and now. Because now it's a selfie, the same position, always the person are in the same way of to take a photo and have the one funny thing. It's about nowadays we have, oh, how is your best side to take a photo? How is the side that you look better? And in the like I have photos on my album that people doesn't care about the way they are looking. They want to capture the moment, not themselves, you know. So nowadays I feel that we are so focused on showing ourselves and not um like the purpose for me about photos it's you take a picture about your moment that you want to remember forever, you know. I don't want to remember my face forever because I always see her, so it doesn't make sense, but it's how the world are working nowadays. And what do you think, Sydney?
Well, for me, the both of the case, I think, okay, it's indisputable that the people, all the people, they are using, some filters to remove, some imperfection in their face to make it more, the more uh, perfect. And I think I don't have social media. I have just my LinkedIn account, but my wife she showed me this kind of filter that Instagram has automatically, so the people put their face there, and automatically it make it more. It's yes, make it more perfect. But I think yeah, that it's happening. I have heard that the next step of the social media will be the metaverse, that the people will stay, in this immersed in this digital world with their avatars. So for those that want to have their perfect their body, their face, their different hair, they will change it, they'll buy it, maybe. I don't know. I think that it will be very strange because the people will wear this glass and stay immersed in this virtual place. I don't know. I'm not. I can't imagine it working this way. But what Mark Zuckerberg are saying is something about this. But on the other hand, some people they report they are more authentic online because they can express their ideas and thoughts without judgment. Guys, I'm not talking about the criminal people, that express their some express some preconceptions, things about it. But I think on YouTube, there are a lot of channels that the people used to report their lives, what happened with them, in their familiar environment. They feel more encouraged to do it, So they report they are more authentic online because they can do it without the fear of judgment to be excluded in some social circle. But I think indisputable, the first case, we can see it more clearly, how some artificial things are using to make the people different, not just the face, but their voice as well. I talked with a, a girl some months ago in a app, and then in some seconds this girl start to talk like a man. So I asked him, "What? Are you a girl or a man?" I thought he starts to laugh. No, I'm a man. So I'm using a kind of things, Oh my gosh! But it was a normal conversation, nothing so. But why are you doing it? Oh, I'm doing it because in this platform, a lot of men want to flirt with other girls. So I want to practice my English. Because this, I'm using this kind of technology. So it was very weird. So that's it.
You bring to discussion the question number 7, and was we have of course that we have benefits and disadvantage about using technology, and I think when we notice how we talk what we talk on social media has changed a little bit because some discussions was not so democratic. Like we have some discussions that in the oldest days was just allowed to some circles on university, or people that study for that. And it's have a good point and a bad point because with this democracy of speech, every person can speak whatever they want about a topic they don't really know well, so it's hard to have this balance. What people can talk about one topic, it's not it can talk, but we should talk about something that we don't know. I think that's something my I think it's my more ethical thought that one rule that to have to be created. I feel that we have to be self-consciousness about what we really have information to talk about. And in social media, we like I forgot the name of profession on English, but we have journalistas to create the news nowadays. Everyone can create a news like Choquei. I don't know the persons behind Choquei. I don't know what is her career. If have a career, it's in the side of communication. So nowadays, everyone can spread information, and we know the education in Brazil is not good, and people often doesn't know how discern what is true and what is not. Even I confess, when I see an information, of course, that I will not see on Choquei, but when I see an information, I didn't looking for it about the source. I feel that I want to trust what the person are talking, right? Because if you have to look to the source about every information, we will not have time for that. So in some aspect, you have to just trust in what is being told. But it's nice to have this critical thought about the news too. So I think that we can move on to other questions because we have someone that is or the same thing. I think we can talk about the questions number 4. Can you read for us, please, Sydney?
Okay, let me see. If you could change our memories or personalities with technology, would we still be the same person? No, for sure. I think what make part of our identity, personality, are our memories, or our experience as well. I think our experience shape the way we think, we act, our behavior. I think I have some. I think the one of the next step about technology will be this to implant, some microchips in our brain, and not just to change our memories, but also to increase some capacities. I think, consequently, this technology will achieve, the way to find some memories, for example, in our childhood, things like that, or to pass it in a TV. So you would be very crazy, to watch, our memories on a screen. But I think for sure that we will not still the same. Imagine people that imagine the guy that we want to buy memories from rich people that travel around the world from many countries. So we will buy it, implant it and we will feel this experience, all these feelings, but it is not us. It will be the other guy that a different personality, a different thought. So I'm for sure that I think we will not maintain, will not remain the same person. We remain we will change it, all these things.
I didn't have this thought about changing our memories, like you said, for each person. That is really crazy, and it's not thing that I doubt. I think if have somehow people in the future can do this, I think they will do this. And when we, like Catherine said before, we intend to imagine technology just social media, but like Catherine will understand me and people that already know about the topic about biotechnology. Like I was studying in you, like we have the sheep, it's ovelha, I think that was created like artificial, and I don't know how advanced we are on science, biotechnology, but we have a ethical discussion if it's possible to create a person that like you choose the genes, like if will be blue eyes with will be a black person or not. What is ethical to choose, and I think in some day, or it's not in a future so long. I think that it will be in a close future that we will be allowed to create a person, and but it's really be a person. I don't know. It's so hard to say that because you can create something that is so complicated. What do you think, Catherine? That you have some thoughts about it?
Oh, it's a complicated field to discuss because well, normally scientists say that this kind of creation can improve our capacity to deal with disease, like you can create a person without a disease. But it's complicated because we can touch in this complicated questions about if I can choose if the baby has or not a disease, I can choose a baby with a long hair or a short hair or a blue eye. So it's complicated. It's like not acceptable for the science, for the not the science, for the mm, ethical science, and about the cloning, I think that is also not acceptable because it's complicated to create a clone because you can use an old cell to create a new person. So this new person will born with a old cell, so the life is a little short for this kind of person. So yeah, it's complicated questions. But about the questions number 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we already have some. I think we've already had some series about that. Like Black Mirror. I remember an episode about a mom that implanted a chip in the kid, and she chose to blow all the violence scenes, so the kid can see the violence. So this is in the beginning is good, but after some years, she noticed that the kids can dealing with the violence, So she didn't know what is good or not. She didn't know what is violence. So I think it's a complicated topic to, yeah, that's it, guys.
I
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
I have to watch Black Mirror, but I see a scene about a pork, and I just didn't have some
Oh, the first
courage to watch.
episode, yeah, the first episode. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
for me it
know
was
this
really
is.
shocking, to
No,
keep going and watching, and I think, okay, I will
no, yeah.
step Oh, go ahead, Sidney.
No, go ahead. I would say just it's the impact, and the director said it do it intentionally to attract other people opinion there, but they just I think there is no there are more than 5 seasons, but this impact more. The other episodes, more manageable. It's more easy to watch.
Oh, okay. So I will give a chance for that because just the first in my mind the first episode was like that. Oh, okay. I have to step off this series and I will keep going after. So and what do you think, Aparecida?
Well, about personality, nowadays we, like you said, we have biogenetic and genetic technology are building some kind of things to change our, not only about the body, like Catherine said, the eyes, the talking about disease or solve a problem, hereditary problem with this specific disease to the kid not have this kind of disease or have more health. But when we're talking about the personality and about memory, I don't agree with this. I believe we have the power, like we are talking about. We have conditions to. In this moment, I believe not the safety yet, but in a near future, we can provide this, change the memory and something like this, and the personality with chips or something like this. But I don't agree with this. Even the person wants, because some kind of persons have some kind of emotional problems and they can't deal with this, and it's more easy we change this, but the correcting the ethical thing not like this. We need the know how deal with our problems, emotional problems, and grow up with this, be better. Problems, of course, we have, how I can say this, strong problems. Some persons have tragical problems when they was a kid or something like this, and they want to forget this, put this outside us, don't remember this, some kind of thing like this. But are specific situations, I believe it's we can choose forget or change the memory, but in general for the most of the persons, not ethical, because the most of person want to change this to achieve one goal who normally not it's their goal. It's a goal to achieve a kind of goal to the others outside of this person, like we said before, to show, to appear, to forget, to be better or be like the other person. We have a kind of situation with technology that we start now. We need more discussion, ethical discussion and regulation. Start this now because we have technology, it's fast, and the laws and the regulation can't I don't remember the words in English, but acompanhar. They can't achieve the technology, the laws, the regulation. It's behind. not it's together, because it's so fast. The technology, not only in social media, AI, but genetic and in general. And we need to take care about this, and we need ask for regulation for the government here in Brazil, and I believe in around the world, because it's necessary to have regulations for ethical, because the most of persons who have a lot of money, they don't have ethical. They don't have ethical. They don't care the impact their actions or something like this.
I remember you said, I just remember the song by Michael Jackson, They Don't Care About Us, right? And I think this resume well. And one point that I just want to bring to you, we finish here. I like what I am noticing with me, it's like we can take a picture about our moment and write on notebook our studies and keep there, like we have a second mind to save our information, our memory. And I feel that I am losing my memory somehow. I don't know, it's because I grew up with technology since the 10 years old, and I feel that I can't remember a lot of things about my childhood, and even my when I have like, I'm still a teenager, but when I was 15, I still don't have remember a lot of things. And when I see the photos on my phone, I feel, oh, I didn't remember about that. And I start to, and when I see, I start to remember, but it's not something that I can uh, uh, turn on immediately, I have to see a photo to remember about this. And do you guys feel in this way? I don't know, it's because I grown up with technology. Do you feel this way, Catherine?
Yeah, I feel the same way because I didn't grow with technology. I deal with technology after my teenagers, I think. But I can see some changes, like in the old days, I remember that I have to know by heart the numbers of my family, the telephone numbers. And nowadays I don't know. I think I just know my number, just because I have to save to another person's, because another people, because it's very difficult. It's very difficult know by heart a lot of things, because I don't need. So this is complicated even for my work, because I have to know informations to say to the students, but I know that I can just search on the Google. So sometimes, okay, I don't need to know this. I just search on the Google. That's okay, but it's not okay. So it's complicated because I feel that I'm lost the capacity to know the things, to keep the things in my mind. So it's complicated. It's uh, very complicated. And about the photos that you said, like I said before, in the old days, we have a photograph album in the houses. But nowadays, you just have this album on the social media, and sometimes you lost the account. So this happened to me. I lost the Orkut account, and there is a lot of photos there, and I lost all the photos. So I think the paper has memory. When you write down, when you have the photo, so we have a memory, and this counts a lot.
Yeah, I noticed that things that I can remember, it's the subjects that I can remember, it was the subjects that I did on a cartolina on high school, something physical. I remember pretty well about what I've learned on high school when I was doing these things, but nowadays it's pretty hard. And we just have 5 minutes, guys, but I want to know about you, Aparecida and Sydney, if you guys have the same feeling or no, for case the same thing. What about you, Sydney?
It's about the how tech. I'm sorry, could you repeat again the
No, it's
question?
just curiosity about your memories. It's okay the same way, or you feel that it's losing the capability of remember the things.
Yes, for sure. I'm losing, and then sometimes because it's more the technology, but because my job, my work, because I have to remember a lot of things to accomplish professional tasks. But I think today we have some tools like Google Photos that remember us, send us some pop-ups about some memories, but it will also cost for us a amount of money. It makes me feel angry because I must pay a lot of things, and then Google Photos they capture all my photos. I have memory in my cell phone, guys, but I can't use it because Google Photos take it, and I must pay now 10 reais per month. But a 10 reais for this, 15 reais for that, more 20. So in the final of the month, I'm paying maybe 100 reais, 100 and a half reais. So it affects a lot my memory, like I said.
Nice. It's not nice to see, because affect all of us, but I feel that I'm not alone, but it's not nice, guys. It's really bad. I have to, I am trying to
Understand.
read more to try to, I stimulate my brain because I feel really dumb with social media. I have to confess. But how about you, Aparecida?
I feel same way. It's complicated because all the things in our end during the day, and it's more easy to look this on, and not necessarily remember. But we need memories, like you said, Lara. We need memories, truly memories, not the fake memories created to the social medias. It's important we have our place outside the social media, find one place to put our memories. I don't know one to write or print the photos, maybe some important photos, of course, not the only self photos or something like this. We need to find our way to keep memories, important memories for us, not only in Google Photos or something like this, or Instagram, or I don't know what social media or app we use to do this, but it's important that we find our way, our path in this mess of technology to maintain our history, to remember.
Yeah, really nice, guys. I think that it's a thing that kind of obvious because we see a lot of social media. But I think that we could expand a lot the point of views. I think that was really thoughtful discussion, and I'm really glad to have you here today. So I wish you guys really a good week. And I hope I see you guys in the next week to discuss about other tough things, okay? So have a nice week.